Our Horses Smart License.
Jamie, qualifying over, round 2 at Phillip Island. Not bad, second on the grid in the Little Daddy.
Yeah, it's quite good. I haven't run the car since the Nationals a couple of years ago, and we were having a lot of problems yesterday. We had the car pulling to the right heavily on every time I pressed the brake, so we've had the rear end out of the car, we've had the front end out of the car, and this morning I replaced all the calipers and rotors and pads on the car, and we finally fixed it this morning, which was just in time.
Tell us a little bit about the Datsun 1200.
The car used to be owned by Jesse Streeter from Streeter Corporation. He built it up, and when he went to Japan to work, I kept the car from him. And yeah, we just built it up into a nice improved production car. It's fairly basic. SR20 turbo, Hollinger gearbox and a Hilux diff. So we tried to make it as light as possible and put as much power in as possible. And of course, it's terrible to drive because it's got a leaf sprung rear end.
Well, mate, we've got 3 races to come this weekend. We wish you the best of luck out there.
No worries, thank you.
Wayne, round 2 at Phillip Island, qualifying over, 7th on the grid, not too bad.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, but I do realise that I probably won't hold 7th position in the race. We were red flagged, and so some of the times are all over the place. While I did do the 7th fastest time, I feel I might get swamped by some of those V8s at the start, but at least it gives me a decent start in the race.
So how's the car going this weekend?
Very reliably, as per normal, which is very good. I've kept it pretty stock. I do get tempted to tweak with it, but you know, when the V8s and other BMWs go flying past, but while it's going well, I'll leave it alone. If it ever sort of breaks, I might improve it, but it's been so reliable and so easy to drive that it's a pleasure to drive.
Oh, well, mate, we've got 3 races to come. Do it for Kelvin.
Thank you. Yes, I will. I've still got his picture of his car and his, on the bonnet of my car, and a little picture of him inside, and I tap his head every time. So thank you very much, Peter, and thank you to all the sponsors.
Matt, round 2, Phillip Island. We've had 1 race down Saturday afternoon. How's the car going so far? A few little niggly issues, I hear.
Yeah, the clutch started slipping. First time put in the 3rd gear, down the main straight. So progressively got worse over the first 2 laps, and thought, rather than do damage to it, I'll call it a day and fix her up for tomorrow.
Now, mate, you've transitioned from rally. You've been rallying for the last 3 years. Now turned up on the road race track. What's the go there, mate?
Well, actually, I've had about 4 years out of motorsport. I got married and got 2 beautiful kids now. So, yeah, a bit of a change and a bit of a change of lifestyle. Thought a bit more family friendly, bring the kids along to the racetrack, and there's always something for them to do. They're not bored, and yeah, no, just something a bit different. Obviously, my family here. My uncle, he used to rally with my dad years ago, and he's made the transition to circuit, and he's raved about it for years. So, I thought, no, I'll give it a go. So, no, it's good. All down here together and helping each other out.
Now, mate, tell us a little bit about the car, because this is your first race meeting.
So, yeah, I built it from scratch. It's a brand new build. I used to rally a N14 Pulsar, which obviously wasn't Australian delivered. I couldn't convert it to improve production rules. So yeah, decided now build a N15. It's got a Nissan SR16 1600 VE engine in it, which came factory in Japan in these cars. Yeah, running Motec dash, Motec ECU, just yeah, fresh build.
Has the car got much development in it?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, we were here yesterday, the test day, and learned a fair bit about the car. Tried to swap ends on me to turn 1 at 180 clicks, so just a little bit damp. So we softened the back off, changed the sway bars, lowered the front. It's a lot more stable now already. And obviously we've got adjustable dampers, all corners, height and bump and rebound. So yeah, I think there's a lot more in the car. Obviously, the engine's bog stock standard. We only got it tuned on Tuesday last week, which we got 100 kilowatts at the wheels. So pretty happy with that for the standard 1600. Yeah, obviously it's a bit heavier than what I thought it was. So we'll be probably going 2 litre for next year. But yeah, it's a good starting point. Get it handling, get in the series, and yeah, go from there.
Awesome, mate. We wish you the best of luck. Two races coming up on Sunday. Go and give it some stick, mate.
No worries, thanks very much.
Tony, round 2 at Phillip Island, race 1 down. You were doing really well to the last couple of laps there.
Yeah, I was, Peter. Had a really good start, and the car was going really well, probably keeping up with them. And but tyres get a little bit hot and got a bit soft, and you just got to drive to your limits. But the car went really well, and I was really happy with the finish.
Tell us a little bit about the car.
The car was just a long time ago an old 6-cylinder HQ race car, and Simon's Engineering's just totally rebuilt it and put a V8 in it and some good gearbox and diff. And this is only its second meeting. Sandown last round a month ago was its first ever race, so we're still developing it, but very happy with how it's going so far, Peter. It's a good car.
What sort of development are you looking for in it at the moment?
Probably just to work out. It's got plenty of power, but it's in an old car, and with the rules, you've got to use a lot of original componentry with suspension. So you're just working out how far you can drive it hard before the old style gear can actually hold up and keep up with a later model car. Yeah.
Well, mate, turnout looks good. We wish you the best of luck. 2 more races to go. Go and give it some stick.
Thank you very much, Peter, and just thanks to everyone and all the sponsors, and it's a great weekend down here. Thanks for your time.
Pete, round 2 here at Phillip Island. Car seems to be going along all right. Tell us a little bit about the car.
I've been doing hill climbs and super sprints for about 3 or 4 years, and decided to step up to IPRA. So there was some build on the car, but I've taken this year with my brother Tony to build it up and get it to that level now. So first event was Sandown last weekend, which Had a few mechanical problems, which you probably expect for the first time out, but I think we've worked through most of those this weekend.
Now, this was originally your daily drive, the Monaro.
It was actually. I've had a few people comment, you know, what are you doing to that car? And I think the best thing is to see them out on the track.
How did it actually come about to become a race car?
I bought the car and just really liked driving it. It's a beautiful car. I love the Monaros. I had an HQ coupe beforehand that I did some Targa work in, and I just like driving the car and I like driving it fast.
Well, mate, we've got one more race to go. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much, and thanks very much to Tony Dixon for working on the car, and Dave from Frankston Engine Centre. Been fantastic.
John, round 2 at Phillip Island. We've had a couple of races. You're out with the HQ. Tell us a bit about the car.
Well, it's been a lot of years in the build. We were probably about 8 years while the kids were growing up, and you've got the opportunity now to get out and get the bugs out of it so that we can probably next year run all the rounds for championship. It certainly had our engine woes while testing, and that seems to be going really well this weekend. We've got plenty of horsepower, but we just need a bit more balance. She's pretty squiggly through the turns. Everyone's staying well away from me.
So what are you running under the bonnet?
It's a 350 Chev, just carbureted, 750 Holly on the top, and pretty standard stuff for the old Chev, just all off the shelf. So it's all roller cammed and everything, keep reliability in there.
So you built the car yourself?
Yeah, did everything myself, so I can't afford to pay anyone, so yeah, that's why it takes so long. You've got to save up your dollars and hopefully don't crash it and ruin it. So.
Well, mate, we've got one more race to go. We wish you the best of luck, and go out there and give it some stick.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, 10 laps. I think they've cut down to 9, so that will help me not run out of tyres, hopefully. So, yeah, it should be good. Looking forward to it.
Stephen, round 2 at Phillip Island. This is your second round. You did Sandown, I think, for round 1. Driving the BMW E30, how's it all going?
Oh, look, still learning, a lot to learn, but enjoying it. It's good fun. There's a lot of other drivers that are pretty good, offer assistance, and I'm not getting in anyone's way at the moment, so that's a good thing.
So is this the first form of motor racing you've done, or what did you do prior to this?
Oh, so I've been doing super sprints for probably the last 3 years. Just decided that worked through, did a little bit of regularity. So I've done the Phillip Island 6 hour, did the Alfa Romeo 10 hour a couple of years ago. I've done Challenge Bathurst the last couple of years as well. So that's.
So what prompted the step up into, well, I suppose full-time type racing?
Oh, I figured that, that was just the next logical step, and, see how I go, and then work out whether I need to improve the car and engine or whether I need to improve me. I think it's probably improve me more than improve the engine or anything else on the car at the moment. So, yeah, it's good.
Well, mate, we've got one more race to go. We wish you the best of luck for it.
No worries. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate your time. Thanks.
Bob, 3 races down, round 2 at Phillip Island. Qualifying not so good. Didn't put in a great time due to breaking an axle, but to come out and get a second and 2 first to take out a round win, fantastic effort.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like I said, the qualifying was a bit ordinary, 2 laps, and yeah, weren't too sure what the problem was, but it seemed to be a CV in the rear end, but that was quickly fixed. So I always say racing's more fun when you start from the back of the field. So yeah, we started at a 9F in the first race and got up to second, which was quite a shock. I was happy for the top 6 in the first race, but no, got the second. So that was good.
Oh, fantastic effort, mate. The car's obviously running quite well.
Yeah, it's very, very pleasing, mate. We've been mucking around with tyre pressures a bit and that. Yeah, we discovered a couple of things, and yeah, the things on rails just doesn't go off. It just gets better after every lap.
Well, Luke was certainly struggling to keep up with you there in the last 2 races, so certainly fantastic effort, mate.
Yeah. Look, that last race, I thought this is on. He's got to jump in at the start. I thought, oh, good beauty, we're going to have a good race here. Door handle. Yeah, for about 3 laps, and Luke encountered troubles or something and fell off a bit. So yeah, it was a bit of anticlimax after that.
Well, congratulations, mate, and we look forward. You won't be at the next round, but we look forward to seeing you back out on track very soon.
Yeah. Like I said, we're going to do Darwin and Supercar round, go up there and give them a stir up, and we'll be back hopefully after that.